So, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing today? You're speaking to Matt again, the founder of Hedge, and I'm here to bring you another educational video about crypto. This is not financial advice, and I don't accept any liabilities for losses you may incur. All these videos are here strictly for educational purposes and for, news, just so everyone can get their daily fix of news. With that in mind, you should be able to enjoy this video. Now, today, what are we going to be talking about today? This is going to be something that's actually pretty interesting, and it is called Karura. Karura. I mentioned this in my comment section on one of my last videos, and I'm going to bring it into fruition today. And basically what Karura is, it's very simple. Today's going to be a brief video just going over the fact that Karura is Polkadot's first DEX. Now, for me, this is definitely an interesting thing to watch simply because we've seen how PancakeSwap and SushiSwap and Uniswap and all these swaps and DEXs worked, right? Well, they got a lot of market share and they grew relatively quickly in size, and they ended up, making their name for themselves as DEXs all over the community. They're fan favorites. And the way I see it is a lot of Polkadot heads have been waiting for something to happen with Polkadot. And for me, the way I see it is something like this could be what a lot of people were waiting for. And the reason being is, you look at it, it just finished its ICO. Right there, it means it's still very fresh onto the market. The circulating supply right now is about 8.6 million. And there's a max supply of 100 million long term when they decide to release them into circulation, right? So there's a very small supply with a very small market cap of only about 62 million, sitting today at a price of $7.18. Now, it's so small, the supply, that something like this could pop off hard, and considering that it's Polkadot's first DEX and the first basically exchange to launch on Polkadot, there's clearly some potential for that. There has to be at least a little bit of potential, so even if it grows to about 1/5 the size of PancakeSwap, that's still about 15 to 20x. So that's just from 1/5 of PancakeSwap's market cap. And considering how fresh this is and how no one knows about it yet, could be worth looking into, guys. Now, one of the other things that I really liked about what I liked about the Karura network that kind of makes it a little bit different is they have something called bootstrap. So the bootstrap mechanism over here, what it does is it just makes it so it's harder for whales to manipulate the market when something launches on a DEX. And how does it do that? Well, Karura basically created something that it's called KUSD, and it's basically Karura US dollar. So they basically made their own stable coin that's backed in their system by Kusama, Polkadot's canary network, which basically just runs parallel to Polkadot as a test net, but a more strenuous test net. It's where they put the more strenuous projects onto because they don't want to hurt Polkadot, right? Now, with that in mind, when you have these liquidity pools of USD backed by an asset, it's harder for people to dump on the market because it's all based off of this pool, right? So it's like in order for things to even be sold, it's based off this pool releasing. So what they want to do with this mechanism, from my understanding, is they want to basically achieve liquidity before things launch on it, and it's liquidity that's backed by real assets, not just like coins that are staked and then pumped and dumped onto people, which is what a lot of Uniswap and PancakeSwap were doing. So right there, this could potentially be something interesting just because it's trying to solve the issue of pump and dumps on these swaps and DEXs. So basically, from that point, it's literally just the first swap. So if it's the first swap, I could see a lot of market cap flowing into this in the next, let's say, year or two, especially if Polkadot actually succeeds in what it aims to do, which is interoperability. And the other thing that I wanted to mention before I close up this video about Karura was that it is going to be running parallel to a Kala network. And a Kala network is basically just a swap on basically Polkadot slash Kusama. So they built Karura and Akala to be sister chains of each other. And they're going to create chains of both their coins on both networks in order for them to interoperate with each other. Which sounds kind of complicated, and it is a little bit complicated, but that seems to be what they're attempting here, to have a network that's fully interoperable with each and every moving piece. So with that in mind, I'm going to repeat this again. This isn't financial advice. This is just my personal opinion, Anti-Hedge's personal opinion on a coin pick. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe. And definitely be aware of potential scammers in the comment section. No one from Anti-Hedge will ever contact you for seed or wallet information.